Friday Night Baseball now from the Lone Star State. And the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And we are
leading
set
off
for
tonight
baseball
for Boston,
here this evening.
the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
First of three here on a Friday night as the
First
first
pitch,
pitch is in
7-10.
there for strike one. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, Devo, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now. Really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's got over 15 runs batted in his last 10 games. Like, that's some kind of a stretch. These opposing pitchers have to figure out a way to keep the guys off base in front of him, or he's going to make it really tough for them.
This is in the air out to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's J.D. Martinez, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
The second baseman, Jose.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak. That, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Price ready with the 0-1. Fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Hitter. Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
Xander Bogaerts.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Verlander ready with another 0-2. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, Brock Holt.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. His line against Justin Verlander has been pretty good. 5 for 12. He's taken him deep once. Strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Line toward right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The right fielder, Mookie.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for him.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
A bouncer to the left side. Correa comes up with it. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Digging in, George Springer.
Leading
and
up
the confidence
for the Astros,
might be wavering at the
center
moment.
fielder,
Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him.
Springer.
Down the first baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound.
It's
kind of his thing.
The first
key for the offense is to actually make them work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Price is ready. Here he comes. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Steve Pearce now. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year.
Steve.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Hit in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 9.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
1 strike.
Fastball called for strike 2. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Marisnick is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
0-2 the count to Benintendi.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Springer, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Roll. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make them fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. Benintendi stands at second with 2 gone. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the 3rd inning. And as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club.
Leading up for
They've
the
consistently
Astros,
put together strong performance after strong performance, resulting in them being near the top of the league in total hits. One player told me they have a lot of confidence in their ability to not only rack up numbers in the hits column, but also the runs column. He also said they're never satisfied, and they know they have to keep improving if they want to get where they want to go.
Thank you, Heidi.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Into the box now. Robinson Chirinos took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
That evens it up 1-1. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are
Batting
2
9.
away now. Here's
right
Jake
fielder.
Marisnick. And Dan,
Jake.
it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Martinez.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. This is line to left. Brantley has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 2.
Settling in now, Xander Bogaerts. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Driven to right field and deep. Marisnick going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track. So it's back to the top of the order now.
Leading
and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another 1-2 delivery. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first
now
out.
Batting.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Price ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Line, but speared on a hop. On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Now to the plate, number 44 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Mookie Betts is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. A solo home run there for Mookie. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
The batter, the catcher.
In now, Christian Vasquez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brantley is under it. 1 away. Stepping up now, Steve Pearce. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Pearce has been having a monstrous season to this point, and so far the fans are rewarding him with a ton of all-star votes. He leads all first basemen in the American League coming into today.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bradley Jr.
In there, 0-1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Marisnick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Price ready with another 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Gloved by Bogaerts. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch on its way. Popped him up. Vasquez over to his left. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 10, Ulieski.
Striving in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Bounce towards the second baseman. Up with the ball is Pedroia. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Benintendi.
Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single. As we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. And that's in there for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes Marisnick, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. And there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
The shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Xander Bogaerts. And they're runners at the corners now. From the stretch. Right there for strike 1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this spot.
And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
47.
And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 0 for 4. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2. Pedroia at second. Bogaerts at first. 1 gone. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The next 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Springer giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Mookie Betts will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. Brantley retreats to the track, and he'll put this one. Here's Carlos Correa now. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now
so another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Popped him up. Vasquez shading to his right, and he brings it in on the warning track. Ready for another chance. Jake Marisnick looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Holt is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail things here. Ready now, Christian Vasquez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Christian Vasquez.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit high and deep to left field. Brantley going back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
The first baseman, number 25, Steve.
Stepping in now, Pierce. Steve Pierce. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Jackie.
So
Bradley
digging in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the left
digging in and looking for more. Andrew Benintendi. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Altuve has it. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Red Sox take on one more thanks to the solo. Digging in to try it again. Jose Altuve. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Count even now at 1-1. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
The left fielder, number 23.
First now with nobody out. And that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder, Michael Brantley. High in the air into shallow left center. Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Striding into the box, number 44. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. Run away.
The center fielder, number 4.
Springer. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. For the current campaign, Springer possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. The runner scores from second.
Up next
digging in, Yuli Gurriel.
The first baseman.
2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run.
Your attention, please.
Now, the pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Joe.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's got a batting average of .444. The 0-1 pitch. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. Line toward the gap in left center. And there's a base hit. So a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Hard on the ground towards short. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Number 2, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He's 2 for 3 thus far. In there, no balls and a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Pedroia on second. Martinez at first with no outs. And he drops it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Brock Holt now. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, 2 hits in 7 tries. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie.
Now in the box, Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Oh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base.
Leading up for the Astros.
First offering on its way.
The shortstop.
In there for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there.
He
had to stare down a really good hitter. Instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. And there are 2 away now. So
the right
coming
fielder,
to the plate,
number 6.
Jake Marisnick. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1.
Your
Hector
attention,
Rondon
please.
enters from the
Now
pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right
Number
where
30,
it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Number 25. Steve.
Striding in once again, Steve Pearce. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. In there, and it's 0-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Looked like a slider there, swing, and a ball sent high in the air. This one is way back there, and it is gone. A home run. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. And
now
they did damage with it.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Jose Altuve.
Leading off
they'll need him
the
to get
Astros,
something going here.
The second
Ryan
baseman,
Brazier, a right-hander standing 6 foot even,
Altuve
will take over the pitching duties
Ladies
here.
and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Boston, number 70.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Brazier is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Michael Brantley comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Now batting.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further
Downtown Houston, Texas on a Saturday night in Minute Maid Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Andrew Benintendi.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty D, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Greinke, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The designated hitter.
So striding in, J.D. Martinez. With the hit in each of his last 29 games, folks around the league are starting to take notice.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding. You start fighting for a 30-game hit streak, that's when the national media starts to take notice, and everyone around the league is dialed into your at-bats. Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
The second baseman
ball in there for a called strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this high. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise. Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Swing hard liner to left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single,
hitter.
setting the table for the big boys.
Into the box now, number 44, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Here's George Springer. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Fouled off. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball?
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. No, he will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Number 12.
So striding forward now, Brock Holt. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. In there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Devers stands at first with 1 out. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
The first baseman.
A strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's 2 for 4. Behind 0-2 now. Bregman, originally from the state of New Mexico, he was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
0-1.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Moreland's there. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Batting 7.
Now it's the plate, Carlos Correa. As he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Devers gloves it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning.
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. With one of the best team ERAs in the league, it's pretty clear they command a lot of attention and praise. Before the game, one pitcher told me that he thinks their success comes in large part due to their strikeout abilities, a category where they also rank near the top of the league. He said even when we do get ourselves into trouble, most of us can dial up a strikeout and help get ourselves out of it. And that makes a huge difference over the course of a season. Power arms and nasty stuff. Apparently that is the key to pitching, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He pulls this one into right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
The first baseman.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting 9. The center fielder.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
First offering on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archways. A solo home run there for Mookie. 19th home run for him on the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
The batter number
50. D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2. Bullet back up the middle. Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Next up for the Stros, Josh Reddick. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way.
The right fielder
hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Holt is there. He's got it 1 away. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's 1 for 3. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Popped him up. Devers waits on it. And the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Astros nothing. Now batting, J.D. Martinez.
Leading
lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
D-Row, I'm going to have to ask you about this. Is that kind of the number when you start thinking about, hey, you're having a really good streak?
I would say 5 is probably a really good.
So this guy's raking right now.
30 games. You know what I think of when I think of 30 games? That's a month of sleeping with just nice dreams every night. 1 knock every game for a month. Pretty special.
Line drive to center field. Springer is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now
so a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. He's set and the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And he takes strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 12, Brock Holt.
Here's Brock Holt now. And he puts it on the ground to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that... Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The left fielder, Michael.
No balls and 1 strike.
Brantley.
Pulled toward right center field. Holt moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now
that plate now is the designated hitter, number 44. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Behind 0-2 now. A little roller toward the hole. And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 4,
hitter, George Springer. 2 away in the inning, and again, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Now here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They still trail 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy León. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 3, Sandy León.
And that's taken for strike 1.
0-1. Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Mitch Moreland.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Mookie.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. 0-1 the count. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and
high in the air and deep to straightaway left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Leroy. You get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today.
Third baseman.
He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
The first baseman.
After the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. There's one on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
Now batting, right field.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Betts is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting,
in,
catcher,
Martin Maldonado. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now, a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Astros get a run here courtesy of the... Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Martinez
starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, number 43 on the year for him, and the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
The batter, number 2.
Now, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Called strike 0-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Line drive to left. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least one base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Chris Davinsky takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2. Bogarts gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is line to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And that is into right field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 3, Sandy Leon.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Make it 5-1.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Line drive to center field. Springer is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And a surprising decision there as he holds on at third base. Mookie Betts will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. 3 runs already home here. In the air to straightaway center field. On the move is Springer. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
And that's in there for strike one. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the third out. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push it. Here's the second baseman, Jose. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
When you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, man. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Fouled off. Hopped up. Leon over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Striding forward now is the DH, number 44. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Colin McHugh is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Dustin Pedroia is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. When he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Strike taken up in the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a
swing and a high drive to right center field. Reddick is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Number 2.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Correa up the middle, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to... Digging in, George Springer. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about, just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder, Alex Bregman. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Springer on at first, nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here comes another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job
the
right
first
there.
Baseman,
That's
number
the
10.
4th time he struck
Ulieski.
out. And we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
In now, Yuli Gurriel. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Popped him up. Pedroia is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Coming to the plate,
the batter, number 1,
Correa. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In there, the letters 0-1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
0-2, here it is. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Astros leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Ladies
Joe
and gentlemen,
Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping into the box, Rafael Devers. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Into center field, line drive base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game.
That's
his 3rd single of the game, D-Rock. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Number 3. Sandy
into the box,
Leon.
Sandy Leon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Line to the right side. Reddick back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Standing in,
Mitch
Mitch Moreland. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Devers is off at first with 2 away. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Back goes Reddick. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts to go.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. At the plate, Josh Reddick. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Marcus Walden will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Now pitching for Boston.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch.
Marcus.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Liner toward right center, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp
now
as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In there at the knees, strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Andrew Benintendi. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 0 for 4. The pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 50.
Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
The designated hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 0 He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slow little roller to third. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Down. Here's Michael Brantley starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Heath Hembry, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
George Springer is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Into the box.
Third baseman, number 2.
Now is swinging, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Moreland ranging into shallow right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now.
Afternoon baseball now from the Juice Box, Minute Maid Park. Here's J.D. Martinez. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Steve Pearce now, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Pierce, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was an 8th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Batting fourth.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. First pitch on its way. In there, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Batting fifth.
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Pedroia over at second. Pierce on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
High in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Strands a couple. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score.
Leading
first
up
offering on its way.
The second baseman.
This is inside 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup.
Second.
Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Holt is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting third.
Now the Astros designated hitter, number 44. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And it's fouled away. Porcello gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Weakly hit towards first. Backhanded. And Moreland will take this one to the bag himself, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the right fielder, number 12, Brock Holt.
And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. Past meetings against Lance McCullers, he has a 3-for-12 line. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ground ball right side. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch to your old, but from a hitter's perspective, pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Christian Vasquez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Hit in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting eighth.
Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set. Here it comes. Right there for strike one. Holt, base runner at first with one out. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Right side hit hard. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Jackie Bradley Jr. comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Bradley is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He is very likely going to be an all-star this year, at least according to the vote totals. He came and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 25 for him on the year as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
On the mound, he might have let up a little bit knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that. Goes to show there are no weaknesses in any of these lineups.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And right into the shift. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter number
Here's the
50.
second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. 3 runs already home here. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. And the inning is over. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Next will be the cleanup hitter, George Springer. As we take a look at the splits between April and May. Hit high and deep to right center. Holt moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Alex Bregman, who comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. One out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter. And it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. No balls and a strike to count. behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still down 3-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Steve Pierce, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes.
The bat.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. This is line to left. Brantley is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
The third baseman.
One gone here in the Boston third. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
From the stretch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. So far on the year, Holt is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. This is pulled into right. Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the
stepping into the box, Christian Vasquez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Here it comes, 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it, and that retires the side. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here it comes on 0-2. Fouled away. And he misses there. 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. In there for strike 1, 0-1. In his career against Porcello, he's 0 for 8. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Batting ninth.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Behind 0-2 now. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Our research team found that to this point in the game, they've only missed the ball on less than 5% of their swings. Major League average is closer to 25%. So to put it simply, their hand-eye coordination at the plate is second to none right now.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Mitch Moreland will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run, number 21 for him on the season, as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers, 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. The next 0-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Standing in, Dustin Pedroia. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. Here's Michael Brantley. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 44.
Digging in now, number 44. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chopper to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Your attention, please.
A 6'2" right-hander jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 31.
Now with the plate, Steve Pearce. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. McHugh offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it.
Xander Bogaerts.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. No balls and 1 strike. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he takes strike 2. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about to double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Obviously not the best of throws there from the catcher, but it worked out. Kind of sailed on him, but he got a terrible jump from first that time, and he should have probably hit the abort button from the get-go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers, number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
He might have thought he was over the hump when he retired the 3- and 4-hole hitters, but the 5-hole hitter said not so fast. Any of these middle-of-the-order guys can burn you, and he sure did right there.
The windup and the 0-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the... And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 10.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in the vent next, the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Called strike 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a...
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox on top, 6-0. Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. 0-2 on his line thus far.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brantley is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You put 2 of them in there. You're ahead in the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard
up
now.
Next for the Red Sox.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
50,
and the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Hey, now into the 30s, D-Row. Do you think he starts starts looking ahead, thinking about that magic number, maybe getting it to 40.
Yeah, I don't think you ever worry about Joe D's number, but when you start climbing into the 30s, man, there's not many guys that have been there. This is just a steady diet of staying in the zone for over a month.
Yeah. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Steve Pierce.
Into the box now, Steve Pierce. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 9.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category. He's been a clutch hitter all year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total. In now, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will. Stepping in, Aledmus Diaz. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Slow roller down the 3rd baseline.
Diaz.
The windup and the 0-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Now batting,
at the plate, Robinson Chirinos looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Bradley, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. One away for the Astros here in the 6th. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. No balls and a strike to count. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Fielder, number
so we got
23.
him looking there. Jose
Michael
Altuve becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box, Michael Brantley. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he will take this to the bag himself. A great play there that certainly saved a run as they... Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Hector Rondon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's Brock Holt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. This one's flared toward left center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Mitch Moreland. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Devers at second. Holt is over at first with 1 away. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
Pulled toward right center field. Reddick is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple, but they'll live with it as they hold. Stepping up to the plate, number 44. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Springer.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopper fouled off to the right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the so the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, J.D. Martinez. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what you're...
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Steve Pearce has driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
0-2.
Hit hard to short. Diaz brings it in, and there's one away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts.
Shortstop, Xander.
First offering on its way. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Springer arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now that
stepping up now, Rafael Devers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Pedroia at second with 2 down. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The right talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
Joe Smith comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Christian Vasquez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business. Man. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Number 63 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. There to play it is Moreland, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Aledmys Diaz. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. If he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. Standing in now, Josh Reddick.
Now batting.
As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. No hits to this point. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No error. Ready for another chance. Mitch Moreland. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Moreland.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times.
A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, J.D. Martinez. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. He's set and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Oh, and 2, here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 50.
Digging in once again, Dustin Pedroia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Brantley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So digging in now, Michael Brantley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
He froze him on the fastball there. Michael Brantley goes down, and they've got only
44.
one out left to work with. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 13-1 is the final lopsided score. The Boston